Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Map to Love with Katherine Nichole. This is going to be your twin flame soulmate divine partner reading for the Scorpio full moon. That is May 7th. It's also called the full flower moon. So I feel like things are flowering, things are blossoming as we dive deep into our emotions and have these strong urges and desires to have more meaningful emotional connections with friendships and business partners and especially lovers. And we're feeling like we're willing to do whatever it takes because these shallow surface materialistic relationships, gossipy, toxic relationships are no longer of interest anymore. And that's because we're evolving and we're growing, so they're not interesting anymore. And I feel the Scorpio full moon has a lot of magic in it for the lovers, like desires being highlighted, deep emotions, really connecting intimately to yourself first and then sharing that with your lover and exploring the mysteries of sacred, divine, sexual union. So let's get started here. Always take what resonates with you. If you find yourself resonating on your person side, you can flip it, whatever you want to do here. Let's just see what energy. I'm putting you on the amethyst side and them on the rose quartz side. Oh no, Angel, we stay up here. Angel's watching. Just have faith. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself. Even when you fall down, even when things seem to not work out, have faith. That's what the angels are saying. So for you, it's exploring the darkness. I mean, how beautiful is this for the Scorpio full moon? Look at that full moon. Exploring the darkness, diving deep. Look at that bunny. Look at the road is being lit up towards fertility, productivity, creativity, getting busy. I mean, I really feel it. Please listen to the divine feminine, divine masculine full moon because the feminine gets a little sassy in it. It's really fun. But the path is being illuminated for you to move out of the darkness, out of the past, out of the fears, out of the regrets, the resentments, the shame, the guilt, whatever that is, relationships, jobs, family dynamics, you're leaving it behind. You're leaving the darkness behind and following the light. And 4 is, the angel up there. The angels are guiding you. That's angelic guidance and stability coming in, moving towards stability. So that's the energy that you're working with here with the moon. And what about your person? Wow. Again, surrender. I feel like I just posted where the masculine was surrendering. So I don't know if this is the masculine side or the feminine side, but regardless, it's time to surrender. It's time to surrender your concerns, surrender your needs and desires and wants and wishes to the divine because you're manifesting it, releasing in this full moon. By the next new moon in Gemini season, it's you're manifesting, see? And you're creating life. Spirit's co-creating with you. That's a 12 to a 3, which is expansion, growth. Look, you're building something. This is like blueprints for a project, blueprints for a new home, a business, something. You're creating something. And when you write it down and you draw a picture, you make a vision board, it really does help manifest it. So whatever you're focused on, whatever you've been putting your intentions into, whatever your person's been looking at, they're looking to create a life, a blueprint for their life. Like things are being unlocked from the universe. Like, wow, Akashic records, like this is what I'm supposed to do. I feel like your person is stepping into their purpose, their divine purpose. Wow. By surrendering and letting go of the past and letting go of the old, they're creating this brand new life. Pretty powerful, I will have to say. So pretty powerful. And at the bottom of the deck, what's tying you together is fruition. Yeah, things are coming into fruition. This is 10. This is ending the cycles, finally letting go for these brand new beginnings. This is what's happening. Things are being transformed. Believe it and know it. There's abundance coming within this union. Something manifesting, something coming into fruition. Because you've allowed yourself to move through the darkness, the dark night of the soul, facing the fears, and your person is surrendering because you've surrendered, right? Once you're in the darkness, you've surrendered. You're in it. You're diving deep in the mysteries. And as your person releases and things are activated in them, their divine blueprint for their life, that's what I feel like is happening. Wow, it's pretty powerful. So things are coming, they're going to start manifesting. They really are. And what's being activated, what portals are opening for you and your person and within the union. It's being activated for you on this twin flame divine partner sacred lover journey, soulmate journey. What's being activated for you in this full moon? Oh, yeah. Look at that. I just said divine purpose over here, and this is destiny, divine purpose, passion, service. I feel like you connecting with your divine sacred lover is pushing you into new levels, right? Even connecting with them energetically, but it's part of your destiny. And I do feel, you know, whenever we're on this journey, and if you feel like you are on this twin flame divine partner sacred journey, you have a mission to fulfill. So this is you being of service the best you can now, living in your purpose. This is your destiny, following your passions, ending things that aren't serving you, and moving forward, right, out of the darkness into a new magical life of your destiny. It's beautiful. So things are being activated and you're moving towards your destiny, and I feel like that's what your person's doing. What about your person? What's being activated there? Again, your person's got a lot going on. 2 cards, though. It's something about 2, the number 2, 2 things happening at once. The puzzle pieces finally coming together. 2s are about making a decision as well. So I find it interesting that you're getting 1. So I feel like you're good on your own. You're good. Like you've done the work, right? Whereas your person 2 is about finding the balance and having choices. So that's what I feel like is happening. But look, they're reflecting on their truth, facing the mirror, the divine mirror. You're a mirror to one another. You're a mirror reflection, identity, self-love, acceptance. So your person is finally accepting who they are, where they're at in life, shadows and light, all of that, rebirthing, emerging, creating, resurrection, the magician, new beginnings, alignment, mastership. And this is a 4, so stability, angelic guidance. They're trusting their guidance here. They're reflecting on what they need to reflect on. They're releasing what they need to release, and they are literally, magically creating this resurrection. Wow. See, they're being honest and truthful with themselves, and look what manifests. Resurrection, the magician, bringing it all home, right? When we surrender, we create the life that we want. So that's what's happening for your person. I'm going to move it over here. They're emerging a whole new person. And they said, look at oh my God, you guys, you got to watch. Wow. You got to watch the other video, I'm telling you, because they always tie in, and I can't help the way the cards go if it goes towards love. What's tying between the energy in this union that's tying you together, destiny, truth, emergence, resurrection, utopia, and the promise. And this card came out in the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. Okay. Soulmates, attraction, partnership, peace, security, and paradise. I mean, look, it's the 2 dolphins, emotional intelligence. See, again, the Scorpio full moon, diving into your emotions, tapping in, understanding all of them, that they're all a part of you, and emerging into this brand new life of ecstasy and utopia. It's all about learning the lessons and remembering the promise you made for these new beginnings. Look, 11:11. Destiny, divine sacred union. It would be utopia, ecstasy on all levels. Oh, so peaceful. Someone that you can be honest with and truthful with and communicate with in a very clear way where it's heart-centered. I mean, this is the portal it's open. Come on. This is what's manifesting. It really is. Wow. This is what you're moving towards? Wow. Okay. Sign me up, right? Sign me up. Okay, let's see what angels and animal guides are supporting you during this time for you. The tiger. Ooh, yeah. Archangel Raphael, the healer of the lovers. Healing your heart space. Look at that heart and third eye. Oh, yeah. You know what you want, and you're going after it. The tiger, the tigress that you are. Accept your magnificence. Roar. Like, let it out. And this is what I'm feeling, really. And I don't know who you're resonating with, whether you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. But I just feel this, like, wanting to play and wanting in this desire to allow the sensual and sexual energy, that animal instinct, that primal desire for life, hungry for life and going after it, fierce and bold. And it just, wow, that's what I feel like, because it's your destiny. I like it. I like the energy. It's fierce. What about for your person? Oh, how cute, the pandas. So I feel on this side, you're feeling like, yeah, I'm magnificent. I'm stepping into my power. I'm going after it. I'm intense. I'm focused. My heart is open. I've got this. I'm seeing clearly now. And look, your person is like, oh, staying balanced and in their essence, this beautiful panda spirit. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. And Jophiel came out strong for the masculine in the other reading. So Jophiel may be someone you want to look up for your person or whatever. But these are several angels working with your person to help them stay balanced. See, reflecting, mirror image, balance, stability. Could be, I always see the Gemini twins just because they're twins, you know what I mean? Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a Gemini, but I do feel like something is transforming from Taurus season, which is right now, into Gemini season. And Gemini is all about communication, right? Knowing who you are, accepting who you are, being truthful and honest with yourself, and sharing the love. Your person's nurturing their inner child, rising up. Look at this. This heart healing, heart awakening, and it's manifesting this new life. Look at that flower, that beautiful blue flower of life. Blossoming, blooming, things coming into fruition. That's what's happening, see? That's what's happening. And look at this. The bottom is Badger. Bring life into balance. Archangels Mary, again, Mary and Sandalphon. So these angels are here for the union, bringing it into balance. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're going to see what is being released in this union. So now we're going to focus on the union that you have. So whatever cards come up, take it as it resonates for you. Perhaps it'll be your person, you know what I mean? That is the energy, but we're just going to see what messages come up. So go for it. What's being released in this union, in this full moon? Because full moons are always the opportunity to release and move into the new cycle. So what are we releasing? What are we releasing finally? The illusion, confusion, caught up in fantasy land, not making the decision. So this is what's being released. So there's decisions being made. That's what's being released, is the indecision, being caught up, too many choices, too many options. Wow. Okay, let's see what this card is. Wow. What's being released is the secrets, because sometimes the magician brewing up, maybe your person's been working on something, secrets are being revealed, clarity's coming in. This is what's transforming. This is what we're releasing. We're releasing the old ways that we communicated. We're releasing the old ways of being silent and ghosting and not expressing ourselves, right? So in the union, what's being released is the old way of operating. So connecting to your emotions, expressing yourself, being clear. This union is very strong, and there's a strong need to communicate in a different way is what I'm hearing. By cutting through the illusions and working on yourself, there's brand new beginnings. The Magician is new beginnings. The Ace of Swords is new beginnings, communication. And it's, this truth is strong. Look, let's look at it from the masculine and feminine perspective. The masculine may be secretive, silent, not saying anything, like, finally releasing the past, finally letting go of this, this sort of grumpy energy, being deceptive, possibly to themselves, not seeing the truth. So I've got my truth now. I know what I want now. This clarity is coming in crystal clear for the union. And here's the feminine like, yep, I am fierce and I am strong and I know what my truth is too. So give it to me, baby. Let's hear it. That's what I'm feeling. Like, give it to me. I'm ready. What's your truth? What's your truth? I want to hear your truth because the way that I feel about this union is very strong and I'm ready. I'm coming after you, masculine. Oh, I love it. What's being really, I really feel the sassiness of the divine feminine, and it's just this kind of feeling. Like, it's good though. It's a good thing. Standing in your power. No longer taking BS. I want to know how you feel, masculine. So you better come at me. And look at this, the Queen of Swords. Oh God, this is so funny. This is what's being released is the old toxic way of communicating, being silent. I've done this in my past before. I mean, not now. I wouldn't be this way now because I'm so much more evolved, but I've done it where I'm like, oh, okay, you're going to be that way. Well, I'm going to be that way too. And then you just shut off. And that's not the best way to communicate. So what's being transformed, what's being healed is you're finding the balance, feminines, you're finding the balance of your head and your heart. See, this is you balanced, no longer in the distorted feminine, no longer looking at your masculine in a distortive way, right? It's like you've got your sword by your side. You're ready. You're like, okay, I'm open. I'm not holding the sword up, it's out kind of, I'm bringing it down here so I can ground myself, right? So I can speak in a very balanced way. Cutting out old relationships, people that are just not right, There perhaps has been some toxic people in your one or both of your lives that were really getting in the way of this, of you enjoying this and communicating clearly. So that's being cleared. Yeah, wow. Look at this. And it came in like this. Yeah. There is a feminine, whether it be a mother of your children, masculines, there's some kind of feminine that it's like, it's been toxic, it's been evil, it's been deceptive, it's a mind game. See that? And it's ending that. That's what you're cutting through, is letting go of friendships, friends that were getting in the way, family members, lovers, other relationships. Just no longer. This is getting over the toxic, distorted feminine within you. We all hold the energy and transforming that and letting go. Like, you're not chained to this. You have the power to unlock yourself. See, it's almost like I'm cutting away this energy within me and anyone that acts like this in my life. Like, I feel like that's what's happening. Anything else on what's being released? Yeah, look at this. Releasing the foolish ways. Yeah, feeling small, feeling unimportant, feeling foolish, mistakes, feeling like you made mistakes, that you're a failure, that things didn't work out because you took a leap of faith in one direction and it didn't work out. That's okay. It wasn't supposed to. This is you having the opportunity to transform, learn the lessons, gain the wisdom so you can be the wise fool and move forward into victory. What you thought was victorious was going to be a relationship, a dynamic that was victorious. It wasn't. And you're finally deciding to move away. That's what I feel like. You're finally releasing the foolish ways, the lower vibration energies, the immaturity in the way that you communicate. And you just shut off and you ghost and you run away. That is so incredibly immature. It just is. There's no need for it. In this day and age, there's no need for it. It is so easy to communicate with people. So there is a transformation, and it's all over the board in the way that we communicate. That's what's happening. We got the Ace of Swords, the Magician with the sword, the Strength card, the Feminine with the sword, the Queen of Swords with her sword, and then we have the Queen of Wands letting go of that mind game, always being up in your head, battling with your head and your heart. This is battling with your ego, being foolish. Maybe perhaps not going after this divine union, thinking that this other relationship or other situation was going to work out somehow. You were in fantasy land about that, or your partner was. And finally, I feel like the masculine is like, God, I've been so stubborn. Like, I've been so foolish. Why? Why have I been this way? And like finally releasing that by focusing on the love, reflecting, getting that truth. That's that reflective truth right there. And look at the bottom. What's transforming? What's being released and healed? There's clarity coming in to help you heal, to get this going, to focus on the happiness, learning the lessons and moving away from the battle. That's what's being transformed here. What is being brought to the light, field, and any spiritual guidance, spiritual activations within this union? There's some kind of communication. Get balance with your head and your heart, because that's where you want to be when you communicate. You don't want to be in this lower vibration energy where you're holding back. It's tapping into that unconditional love and going for it. Okay, what is being brought to the light and healed? Look at this. What's being brought to the light and healed? See the Chariot energy taking action. It's time to take action. You're manifesting forward movement by letting these shadow energies, the ego, kind of follow behind the light, right? The light is leading the way. No, the ego and the shadows and the fears are no longer leading the way. They're learning from the light. Do you see that? And you're moving towards destiny, fate, spiritual expansion, growth. You're on the right path towards sacred divine union, because that to me is you're meeting at the spot for sacred union, getting married, a higher level of commitment, sharing your feelings with one another, communication. Perhaps you're going to meet somewhere, you know, and you're going to talk about this, and there's forward movement, some kind of movement. And if you feel inspired to take action, do that. And also what this card is saying, spiritually speaking, it's time to take action and tap into the higher part of you, the spiritual part of you. Learn about that. Follow, you know, your interests, your curiosities, because you're being guided toward your destiny. What else within this union is being healed and transformed? Look at that. Finding the balance. Yin and yang. Yeah, perfect match. Two masters, 1111, coming together and leveling up. This is a mastership number. This is balance and stability coming in. Two people coming together for this stability, for this 1111 divine sacred union. The yin to your yang, but there's balance coming in. This is balance. See? Balance, balance. And forward movement. Look at this. Power, and finally, see, adjacent possibilities, and it comes in like this. This is the decision. That Seven of Cups. I'm going to decide to go through the door that makes me feel the most happy, that I feel powerful and I feel good. Third chakra, solar plexus chakra, stepping into your power and manifesting what it is that you desire, your destiny. And this is Archangel Shamuel working with you on that, to step into your power. So this union is transforming by ending cycles, both stepping into your power and finally deciding to walk into this new life. That's what I feel is happening. I'm going to walk into this new house with you. You know, I'm going to walk into this new opportunity because I know it's leading me towards my destiny. So I'm just going to move on and I'm just going to go for it. Pick the door that feels the best to you. Something from the past. Sixes are beauty and blessings coming in from the past to bring you that balance. So it could be someone from your past, a past opportunity that you thought maybe wasn't going to be available, but all of a sudden it becomes available. So go for it. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, look at this. End the contracts that need to end. It is very important during this time that you do that. So there's certain business contracts, job contracts, relationship contracts that are ending. Trust your guidance. Find the balance and take care of it. Because new contracts, new, beautiful, blossoming, abundant contracts, this sacred union is coming together. And look at that. From the very beginning. This is what, and this is a 37, and this is a 37. That might mean something to you, but that's 10. The 1010 portal is open for new contracts, new relationships, divine sacred unions in business and relationships and friendships, and it's blossoming. So what's transforming in this union is you may be signing some kind of contract, getting married, doing something together, collaborating, but it's whatever it is, it's very expansive, it's very creative, and it's going to be abundant. So it's coming, you know, new contracts. Remembering the promise that you made, the contract that you signed before you came into this life, that this is your divine sacred lover. This is the path that you are supposed to take at this time. So something in the legal system, perhaps, like getting worked out so that you can expand and grow, and this is the new cycle, right? This is the new cycle. And so at the bottom is all tied up and the world. So it's time. I mean, literally, it's time. I mean, especially with what's going on in the world right now, this is new beginnings. You don't have to be tied up by the past anymore. By having this time at home, having this time to go within, figure out what you really want. The world is yours. It's time to release yourself from old ways of thinking, codependencies, behaviors, because this is self-imposed. You can get out of this very easy. This is you freeing yourself and freeing this opportunity for new beginnings in this union by making the decisions that are best for you and move forward. That's what's happening. So that's what's being brought to the light, that you have this opportunity to end certain cycles, find your balance, free yourself, step into your power, end contracts that need to end. It's time, and move forward into the new ones. I mean, that's what I really feel is happening. And this can be you committing to yourself and your spiritual growth and finding the balance, completing things that you know you need to complete, leveling up to self-mastery, mastering of your emotions, and then you're moving into abundance and love. Destiny. Okay, what has the opportunity to manifest in this union? We all have free will, we know that. But what is Spirit saying right now? Once you end these cycles and you let go and you finish up the things you need to finish up and take steps forward on your destiny, on your path towards this union, what is manifesting? And this can be a resurgence of the union you're in. You know, take it as it resonates. Letting the old go, the old way of doing things. But look at this. What's manifesting is the Emperor. Let's see. So that's the Divine Masculine saying, okay, wow, that was a lot. And this is a lot. And, I'm just taking it all in. Like, that's what I feel like for the masculine energy. And look at this. The Chariot, the action, forward. Look how close the masculine is. Like, I want to move forward on this. I want to be with my sacred feminine because I just want to touch her. Maybe watching you, pictures, social media, just really wanting the balance within this union, really wanting to care for you, feeling very passionate. And I feel that, and I have been feeling it in all the readings, and just this new energy within me. It's like the sexual pull is part of it, because that's what this is part of the sacred sexual union, is having that strong, incredible, passionate connection. And I do feel that. That's what's bringing the masculine forward. So by you feminines tapping into that tigress energy and letting that shine, that is calling them in. Yeah, look. 3 of Swords coming in upside down. That's a beautiful thing. That means healing's happened, or it's happening now. That's how the balance is moving forward, away from relationships, toxic things, third-party situations. That's that toxic feminine, whoever this is, trying to prevent this union, and it's like not going to happen anymore. There's balance coming in away from that. Look at this. Yeah, and look, no longer holding on too tight. The 4 of Pentacles is usually holding on too tight, holding on to your heart, holding on to your resources. Sometimes ending contracts and cycles means that you have to give a little bit of your money and assets up, but that's okay, because you're going to make more money. And you're going to find more abundance when you're in sacred union than if you're with a partner that's not serving you anymore. So coming out of this energy, this stuck, holding on too tight, holding on to the past, holding on to relationships that aren't serving you, really coming out of this for the union, because this is destiny. You see these red strings? This is fated. This is destined. What is meant for you will be for you. But it's up to you to make the free will choice, to make changes in your life, to let go of what's not serving you, move towards your destiny, because this is destiny. Destiny is calling you. Your ships are coming in. Are you ready? Are you balanced? Because that's what's coming in. The ship's finally coming in. There is forward movement. Healing finally from the past. That's beautiful. I'm so excited to see that. Look at that. The world, again, completion. Where this is the new beginnings, where the world is yours. Traveling the world, being lost in one another's world, your own little world. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Peaceful, abundant, prosperous, very, passionate, just everything. Your whole world is changing when you make the decisions that are best for you. I do feel like the masculine is thinking very heavily about, what do I need to change? What do I need to let go of? I'm ready. I'm ready for this new world. I'm tired of the world that I've been in. I'm tired. It's exhausting to hold on so tight. It's exhausting to be in a relationship where I'm not getting I'm not getting back what I'm giving. It's exhausting to keep trying with someone that's so closed off and just so bitter and so toxic. Like, I'm over it. Like, that's what I feel like the masculine is saying. Yeah, and the masculine is thinking about, what can I say to this divine feminine who is so incredibly gorgeous and beautiful and perfect in every way, and is really powerful. Look how giant this sword is that the feminine is on. It's like, I mean, sometimes this masculine feels very overwhelmed by this love and very overwhelmed by the truth of this union. But look, they're getting closer. They're interested. May like your backside a lot, because it's aside from this picture, it's backside. I'm sure loves all of you, but just very interested in what you've got going on and your truth, and you're very powerful. So they're just sort of thinking like, what should I say here? What should I do here? Right? Look, I really want this. I really want it. Some kind of communication. Yeah. There's a change in communication so that you don't have to hide anymore. Look, it's hanging the sword up on the wall and just being together instead of being so anxious about it and sneaky about it. It's finally being able to be together. A different way of communicating. Finally communicating, I want to be with you. I don't want to hide it anymore. I don't want to hold back anymore. I just want to be together. That's what I'm feeling from this card in this particular reading. Because you see, look at this. This is really cool. The feminine, like, I'm standing my ground. I've set my healthy boundaries. I will not accept less than the best because I know I've worked really hard on myself. I'm not going to be harsh about it. I'm not going to be hard about it. I'm very receptive. I want to know what you have to say. And I love you unconditionally, but I want to be with you. So we've got to drop something here. Something's got to change. And the snake healing. And then look, the feminine hangs it on the wall and says, okay, let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready to end the toxicity. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready. Okay, when we're ready and we finally decide and we complete and we let go and we move forward, what's happening then, Spirit? Well, you're moving away from this energy. And this is the masculine still like, do I have the right words to say? Where the feminine's like, I'm ready. I'm looking at all this abundance that I got, this new life. I'm looking forward to this new life. This can be splitting up of a relationship or just letting go of the deception. And the masculine's like, why have I waited so long? Like, I really feel that. So there's a change in communication somehow. Learning the lessons finally. I feel like that's the masculine reflecting. What have I learned so far? We get, 7. What have I learned so far? See? The Emperor. What have I learned? I need to take the wisdom with me and move forward instead of sitting in this wallowing, regretful energy. Look at that. Yeah, this is what's happening. This is what's transforming. Death of the old and a brand new life. So something has to die. You have to let go in order to move forward. So that's Spirit just reminding you. You have to let go of the old way of being, old relationships, because this is the new life. Spontaneity, just knowing that this is the one, this is the right collaboration, this is the ship coming in, this is everything you've ever wanted. It's just being so incredibly connected on all levels. This is what you're moving into when you turn around and you speak your truth. Communication is key. It's always key. I don't understand why people are so afraid to communicate. That's part of life. Come on, let's do it. What else, Spirit? What else would you like to tell us here? This is an opportunity of a lifetime that Spirit's giving you for new beginnings. This is a prosperous, abundant new beginning. This is moving in together, a ring. See the red strings? This is fated. This is destined. But if we don't let the old die and we don't break away from relationships that aren't serving us, belief systems, friends, family members, who's ever given you, creating drama. If we don't do that and we try to fight against it, we're going to miss this opportunity. Don't miss it, because it's being offered to you. This brand new life, a whole new world, a whole new way of doing things. brand new beginnings in the material world, money-wise, health-wise. It's just a beautiful opportunity. Yeah, and it's all about the love, unconditional love, talking about your emotions, communicating the way you feel. If you stay closed off and tight-lipped and hold it to yourself, how is your person going to know? I mean, I'm being serious right now. How are they going to know? It's time to express yourself. Be open to the communication and share your love. This is a lot of love being shared, connection, good times, adventures, destiny, helping humanity together, and it's all about sharing the love. Anything else, Spirit? Any other advice? And look at that. Yeah. This is what's coming, is love. True, divine, sacred love. Someone that's your best friend that you can count on. And look at this. This is what Spirit wants to say. It is all about the love. It is destiny. Doesn't matter what sign you are. But to me, when counterparts come out like this, right after one another, especially in a deck, it's divine, sacred union. That is very loving. It's very generous. It's very kind. It's very open. Trust your intuition. This is your intuition being highlighted here. Balancing your head and your heart and speaking your truth about love. Who do you love? I don't understand why you're wasting any time. Because life's short. We don't know. You don't know what tomorrow brings. The only power you have is today. So Spirit's encouraging you to express your love. Tell the people in your life that you love them. Show them. Be there for them. Be open. Be compassionate. This is this union. This is why Spirit is really urging and pushing people to face their fears and step into their power and move forward, because it's time to let the old die. It's time for this new cycle of beautiful collaborations that are very abundant and very loving and generous and kind. Do you see that? Don't get caught up in what words you're going to say. Just speak from your heart. It does not need to be perfect. Just let me keep it real with you as a divine feminine myself. Masculines, it does not need to be perfect. It just needs to come from your heart. And if it is a true divine feminine that you're dealing with, that you're going to communicate with, they're going to be open. They don't care about the past. I don't care about the past. What I care about is, what are you going to do now to change things now so that the future is different and better and loving and generous and open and truthful? Because that's who the divine feminine is. And that's what the divine feminine is manifesting and deserves. And feminines, being open and receptive to the communication when your masculine speaks to you, be open to that. Be loving, be generous, be receptive, because they've worked really hard to get to the place where they can actually communicate their feelings, because it's not easy for everybody. Even if it feels easy to you, it's been easy for me my whole life. And you can ask anyone I've ever known for a long period of time, short period of time. It's very easy for me to express myself, but I understand it's not easy. That's why I keep myself open and receptive, because I don't ever want to miss a thing in life. And I always express my love. And I always tell all of you, even though I've never met you in person, some of you, a lot of you, I do have love for you. There is a lot of love out there. And when you tap into that and you step into that love and you go after your dreams with an open heart and go for it, that's when things really transform. Think about it. If you're more mature and you've been through relationships like I have, I've been through many relationships and they have taught me a lot. It was just part of my life plan. But when you've been through so many and you're at this place of alignment now, you're like, okay, no, wait, I want the real deal. I'm ready to put in the effort. I'm ready for this. I will go after it. And remember the times when you just went after it and you just followed your heart and you followed your passions and you followed your desires, how it really did work out for you. Remember that things have to end in order to have new beginnings. Not all relationships or unions were meant to last in the physical. They weren't. But this one, this sacred union, this will go the distance. That's what I'm feeling. This sacred union will go the distance. Final pieces of advice for you at this time. And you know, we're talking about the Scorpio full moon, and it's the King and Queen of Cups. Come on. It's just, this is the time for this to come together. It just is. Look at that. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, come on! You guys, I'm telling you, it came out in the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine reading at the very beginning. 2 cards were flipped in the deck that I didn't flip, that they were just flipped, and I took them out, and this was one of them. Oh my God, how synchronistic is this? Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is time to release negativity of the past. Just do it. Oh, wow. And in the other reading, it was the new moon in Gemini, but now it's the full moon in Gemini. So I'm telling you, communication, the twins, it's time to reflect. It's time to communicate. It's time to go within. Speak your truth. Oh my God, if there was ever a time, it would be now. The answers you need are coming when you go within, when you release what's not serving you and you go within and you connect to your intuition. The answers are coming. Oh, wow. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. I really do feel happy times coming, you guys. I really do. I really do. Expect powerful change. There you go. That's what's happening. That's why the world is the way it is right now, because things need to change. It's coming out of the darkness and realizing that just behind that darkness is a brilliant, bright, new beginning, new life. And look how beautiful this is. Listen, please communicate. If you have not talked to your person in a long time and you don't know where they're at because you don't have any kind of connection and you're just wondering, how are you ever going to know until you communicate? If it's been a long time, I'm talking months and months, maybe a year or two, and you haven't talked to this person, it's time to communicate. Step out of your comfort zone, step out of the past and communicate, because powerful change is happening. What I wanted to show you is this is the portal. Do you see how 2 different decks, beginning of the reading, end of the reading? Look at all it looks like very similar colors and very similar energy that's just waiting to bust out, and that's the portal. That's the promise. Expect change in the sacred union because it is freaking happening right now. Right now. Expect it. Hold your vision. Let go of the details of it and keep moving forward. Expect it. And if you feel like it's you that needs to reach out, whether you're the masculine or feminine, you know what? Maybe it is time that you stop hesitating. And the bottom is you and your loved ones are safe through these changes. Okay? New moon in Cancer. And that's the Chariot energy, which we got twice. So yeah, it's time. It's just time. Give yourself a break. Set yourself free. Be honest with yourself. What do you really want? What's important to you? Because you're manifesting your destiny, your dreams, and divine, sacred, loving union. By tapping into your emotions and exploring the mysteries of your soul, that's going to lead you to these brand new, beautiful beginnings. This amazing collaboration. I mean, look at that. The promise. Remember the promise you made to yourself to live your best life and not let anyone or anything take you away from that. That's the promise that you made. Please reach out to me for a personal reading or healing, and I am here for you. Let's just flip this off so you can just see a little bit better the energy. Look at the cards yourself. Ask yourself what you want, what needs to be released, and it's time. It's time for new beginnings. It's time for new life. I believe in you. It's time for you to believe in yourself and believe in this divine, sacred union. I love you all.